Shalom. Welcome to LJ Spurs chat. Found myself at a loose end today, so I thought I'd do a quick video on the Champions League win last night. Spurs got their 3 points that they craved at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, beating Villarreal 1-0 in their first Champions League game, thanks to a right howler by the Villarreal goalkeeper, who somehow managed to push the ball into his own net. I don't know how he done that. I've watched it over and over again. From a Bergvall cross. Simmons and Sarr both came close in the first half. That Spurs overall controlled, but without being dominant. The 11th minute, Pepe reminded them not to be too complacent as he curled a shot for the far corner, but Van der Ven managed to get a block on it and put it behind. 24 minutes again, that man Pep again squared for Buchanan, who side-footed his shot wide. That was a let off for Tottenham, I thought, because he should have got that at least on target and forced Fikayo into a save. The second half, Spurs fans, let's be honest, they just didn't come out, did they? So many misplaced passes, no threat going forward. Simmons could have got a red for a bit of a naughty challenge, and he was already on a yellow. The referee didn't take action, which surprised me because he seemed to be handing out more cards tonight than in a bingo wall. The Spurs held on, and although a win's a win, Thomas Frank will know that we're going to have to be a lot better if we've got any chance of progressing in this tournament. I think Simmons needs to play in the number 10 role. And I think we learnt last night that Polinia's got to start in these bigger games. Because tonight, just as in the West Ham game, when Bergvall flies forward, and sometimes Sarr, we are well open on the transition, and against better teams, we will get punished. But I don't want to be too critical because it's early days and in the Thomas Frank era, and he has kept 4 clean sheets out of 5. So he has laid down a good foundation, and good teams will win games, even when they don't play well. So perhaps, I don't know, we didn't really deserve to win last night, but we got the goal they didn't. That's as simple as that, innit? You know what I mean? But yeah, he's provided a decent base from which he can build on. And Villarreal didn't actually manage a shot on target, whether they should have or not. The stat is saying they didn't manage a shot on target. That's all right. I think we can all see what Thomas Frank is trying to do, but it's going to take time. And I'd bet they'll get it right towards maybe mid-season, and that's when we'll see the sort of the Thomas Frank ball, as we want to call it. But we are so crying out for a desperate left winger, in my opinion, because he's wasted over there, and you know what I mean. He needs to be in his number 10 role. Maybe we can try and get Odebert a run of games on the left. I don't know. But in the January window come along, we've got to go back in for Savinho or find another left winger, in my opinion. But the thing is, as Spurs fans, including myself, have been told over the years to have patience, and this is a project so many times. I do believe we're heading in the right direction. I do think that. Obviously, and as Frank himself said, the attacking third hasn't clicked yet, but it will do as they get used to each other and time goes by. Thomas Frank actually said, I've learned that the team is working very hard and we have very good foundations to stand on in terms of our defensive organisation. I think it's good. We gave it a little away. I knew it, but I think offensively is definitely the area we need to get better. It is also about the relationships. Spence and Simmons, it's just the second time together they've played. They played too short and into feet too many times. He also admitted that there were times where we kept giving the ball away needlessly. They'd immediately tried to get it back, so he knows what the problems are. And as I said, it's early days. So let's enjoy the win, Spurs fans, because in Cups, it is really about getting the win, isn't it? You know, and we didn't play particularly well in quite a number of games leading up to the Europa League trophy. So as long as we can get the wins, especially at home, I think we'll be okay. I'm trying to think of any players that stood out for me last night. I thought Bentancur done all right, but he did give a couple of passes away in the second half. But I think he played all right. He was covering well. Van der Ven played well, I thought. I think he had that geezer down on purpose, and to be fair, he's taken one for the team, so that's all right. Who else? No one really played that well done. It's just really weird how they come out for the second half, you know, disjointed and just not. They just didn't come out. It was really weird. The crowd went flat. It was a very weird one. I thought, like I said in the first half, we played all right. Some of the football was good. You know, you could hear ripples of applause now and again. But let's try and look at the positives, as I say. Didn't play that well, but we won. And I'll tell you what, I will give a mention. I will give a mention to Johan Foyth, who obviously we all know was at Spurs. I thought he was terrific last night. And did you see that bit of play when he came out, he brought it out from the back and just skillfully went past three of our players? I mean, that's a bit embarrassing, but should we have kept him? Do you know what I mean? Did we get rid of him too soon? Because he showed last night again, he's a good ball playing centre half. He really is. But yeah, just a quick one today, because I think it's been all over the net. There's a lot of negatives out there, but I'm not going to be negative, Spurs fans. I'm going to see the positives from it. Okay, we were lucky to win. It was a lucky goal, but we won. No one's going to remember the performance if we get through to the next stage, are they? You know, as I said, you know, we got the 3 points. It's a good start. We've got to try and make that Tottenham Hotspur Stadium a fortress. I'm hoping. I'm going to say this about the club because I think they said there's 5,000 short last night. I think they've got a club look at the pricing because you've lost money. You've lost £5,000 worth of ticket money. It's a load of prices. We need this stadium to be rocking on European nights. You know what I mean? So you don't really want anyone missing. But people these days can't afford to go to all the games, can they? So that's should we think about. I think the club have got to think about that. Yeah, that's just a quick one for me as I found myself at a loose end. Please join me later on at 4 o'clock when I'm interviewing Sava. He's going to have his say in response to the interview I've done with Big John about the so-called shenanigans, YouTube wars as I call it. Hopefully he'll do this video, this live interview later, sorry. He can get his bit out, John's had his bit out, and then hopefully we can draw a line under it. I don't want to just be a channel that's going to, you know, basically shit going back and forward. We're all Spurs fans, you know. John's had his say, Sav will have his say today. We can put a line under it and just concentrate on what's really important, which is the football. You know what I mean? So join me at 4 if you want to hear that, Spurs fans. Have a good day. Hope you're all in good health. Please like and subscribe, help my little channel grow, and I'll see you very soon. Shalom.